Aries, welcome to Alchemy Ascension. This is your tarot love reading for Aries sun, moon, and rising signs. Alright, let's see what's happening in your love life. We're going to look at the past, present, and future energy between you and your love interest, and we're going to see what messages the universe has for you at the moment. Wow, Aries, where to begin? What have you gotten yourself into here? In the past here, we're coming up with a relationship. There was a solid, committed relationship that you were in. And it may have been with the Leo, with the Strength card coming up. It may also have been with either a Pisces or a Cancer with the Moon coming up. But I feel that you were feeling trapped in this relationship. It may have been long term, but I feel that you were feeling like you wanted to get out of this relationship for quite some time. And with this Eight of Swords, that's what that's talking about. That came up clarified with the Two of Wands and the King of Swords. So you were feeling this sort of mental entrapment in this energy, and that put you at a crossroad with this Two of Wands, where you're feeling like you wanted and needed to make a decision on either how you were going to get out of this relationship that you were in. It was no longer fulfilling you, or whether or not you were just going to find a way to stick it out, and if there was any way that you could improve it is what I'm feeling. And that was also clarified with the King of Swords. So you may have been involved with an air sign, either Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It may also just be highlighting the fact that you may have been in this energy, because the swords here, Eight of Swords, this is all mental entrapment. Of course, you could have always gotten out of that situation, but in your mind you just couldn't see a way out at the time. And the King of Swords may be highlighting the fact that you were very stuck in your thoughts and just really up in your head with this situation, and feeling very much like you needed to choose a path and make a decision with the Two of Wands. And things get a little more complicated though in this past energy, because we had the Seven of Swords come out, which is a card that talks about deception. It talks about somebody doing things in the dark, often manipulatively, for their own benefit, of course, at the expense of others or without thought of consequence to others. So this is someone who's often escaping a situation too. As you can see, they're just taking whatever they can and getting out, even if that means they can't grab it all. So this guy's just stealing and making off with whatever he can to get what he wants. But this is something that's always done, in a very calculative and just a deceptive and shady way. So that was clarified by the Magician, the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit card, which I found a little bit strange. But what I think this is saying is, with the Magician, this is a card about being able to manifest whatever you want. It's a card about having all the tools and resources that you need, and realizing that, just feeling self-empowered and having that mental determination and will to place all your focus and all of your intent on whatever it is that you're seeking to achieve in your life, and being able to do that here with the Magician. But when it comes out clarifying a card like the Seven of Swords, the Magician at times can be, a magician manipulates things, and that's not always bad, if you're doing it without harming others. But I think that's really highlighting the fact that there was manipulative actions that, took place here. And, this may have been something that you did here in the past, Aries. And, I don't want to throw that role on you, because roles can always be reversed. This is a general reading. This could just as easily have been the cross-watcher who did this to you, Aries. I'm just following my intuition here. With the Knight of Wands coming up, this is fire energy. The Knight of Wands is another character who is known for following his passions without concern or regard for anyone else or for consequence. He just acts impulsively. He or she goes after whatever it is that he desires, and isn't concerned with how that takes place, or what that's going to cause, or what's needed to be done, to do that. This guy's got this idea in his mind, and he's going to make it happen at any cost. So this isn't always a bad card. I mean, sometimes it's just an energy that we go through in different phases of a relationship. It can often be a really great energy to be in at the beginning of a relationship, or at different phases in a relationship, to kind of keep the passion alive and keep things interesting. But when this is paired with the Seven of Swords and the Magician, there's only one way to read this. I mean, somebody was really wanting to get out of this relationship into this sort of player energy here. They were basically trying to manifest this scenario through manipulation, where they were breaking away from a situation, a relationship where they felt trapped. And whether this was you, Aries, or the cross-watcher, and I really feel that it happened in a way that wasn't with the best intention. I don't know why that was. I'm not saying that, maybe you had gone through something, a certain scenario that where you had been wronged, and you felt that there was just no better way about it for you, or that's just how you had to go about things. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but this is what I'm seeing. And with the Hermit card coming up here, this is a very solitary card. You may have been dealing with a Virgo. This is a card of Virgo. But the Hermit card is all about somebody being alone, someone choosing to be single, to go within and reflect, and to kind of do some soul searching and just figure out, where you're at in life and where you want to be, essentially. But paired with these cards, I believe this is just highlighting the fact that your objective, or cross-watchers in the past, was to break away at any cost and get single. These are all cards talking about doing whatever it takes, good or bad, shady or not, but in a calculated, manipulative way, to be single, so you could go out and explore your passions and options with other people. That's what the Knight of Wands speaks about. So I want to go back to these cards here. With all these cards coming out in the past energy, I really feel that if you weren't dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer or a Leo, then I feel that this moon energy is indicating that this feeling you were having in the past, you were a cross-watcher, this is something that you were not being expressive about. It was something that you kept inside you you weren't necessarily feeling that you were wanting to or able to share this with the person you were involved with. I feel that that may have been with an air sign. That's what my gut's telling me, that you were involved with an air sign, and you were not telling them how you were feeling, that you were getting to a point where you felt you couldn't work on things anymore. And I think that it was just requiring a great deal of strength from you. I feel honestly that you did try to fight those urges, because the Strength card, it speaks about that. The Strength card is all about, this is again the card of Leo, but this is a person who feels very intense passions and lust, and finds the strength and courage to somehow tame and restrain those passions and that lust if it doesn't serve their highest good. So I think for a long time you did that. I think you were, having these secret desires to just break away and be free, and there may have been someone specific on your mind that you were interested in exploring a connection with, and I think you did try to resist that, for a long time here with the Strength card coming out. But something happened, as I'm seeing here in the present energy, where you just made a decision to break away with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about leaving a situation, moving on to calmer waters. So it may have been, that the situation that you were in, it may not have been a very healthy situation. There may have been a lot of possibly arguing or disagreements, or something that left you feeling unhappy or unfulfilled, where you felt that you did need to move on to calmer waters. And you felt that you needed to find balance here. I feel that there was a sense of juggling going on between these opposing desires that you were having, and these confusing feelings that you were struggling with in the past. You were wanting to find balance with all of that. And so you decided, or you're deciding here in this current energy, to just move away from that. And I think that whatever situation, with all the resistance that you had going on, fighting your urges and whatever struggles you had with your past commitment, I think it really drained you, and it left you in this Nine of Wands energy. This is known as the Wounded Warrior card. So this is an energy of someone that has been to war many times, fighting for what they believe in, and they're just very battle weary. They've been scarred and injured over and over. In a love reading, it would mean, in relationships, or in one particular relationship, you've just been beaten down and wore out, and you just have nothing left to give. But somehow you manage to just have one more fight left in you, and that's the one wand that you're holding there. So in the Nine of Wands, there's always, this the message is this person always summons the strength for one more fight in life. So that's what you're doing here currently. You're going to push forward one more time for what it is that you want. And that brings us here to this central energy in the present, which is the Temperance card. You may be involved with a Sagittarius with this card showing up, but I really feel that that's just highlighting the fact that you are in a time of needing to find balance, as was shown here with the Two of Pentacles. You're really trying to find balance between your these opposing desires, again, your heart and your mind. You're needing to heal. This is a card also, and if you're not doing that currently, this is, the universe calling for you to do that. It's saying that you need to take a moment at this time to really balance out all these opposing ideas that are creating so much turmoil in your life, and you're needing to trust in divine timing and have patience. This is a card about healing as well, so you need to take time to heal. You may already be doing that with this card showing up. And we had a little mini deck, a little book here pop out clarifying that. I went ahead and took them all because I really feel that this spread needs it. So what we had coming out for that was the World card clarifying, the Judgment card, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. And so these all really fit in nicely because the World card talks about the completion of a cycle. So that's where you're at currently. You know, you moved away with the Six of Swords from your past commitment, and you have closed out that cycle. You're really drained, but you still have it in you to push forward for new love. That, again, I was saying here in the past energy that I feel that you already had someone in mind. I think that really, you know, the more I look at this spread, the more that makes sense. I really feel that it was such a struggle for you because there was already someone on your mind that you wanted to move forward with, and you know, that was kind of compelling you to consider leaving the past connection that you were in. And that's showing up here with the Ace of Cups. So, you know, you're healing, you're needing to heal, you're finding the strength with the Nine of Wands to just push forward one more time to find your ultimate fulfillment, to make this offer to someone new with the Ace of Cups. This is an offer for new love. This is somebody, you know, you really feel deep, overflowing love for, and you really see the potential there to have this beautiful future and to reach your Ten of Cups with, which is the ultimate fulfillment and an emotional, loving, romantic relationship. So whoever it is that you have on your mind when you decided to end your past connection, that's who you're planning on making this offer to in this present energy. And that's what's showing up here with the Lovers card. You may be dealing with a Gemini. This is the card of Gemini, but the Lovers card is a card of soul unions. You know, this is a divine connection. This is someone that you felt really drawn towards irresistibly, which is very clear. You know, there's clearly a lot of struggle that you went through for quite a while. And this is why it was so difficult for you, because this was truly a soul connection. But the Lovers also talks about the need to make a decision between two people that you're romantically interested in. And that's why this is showing up in the current energy, because you made that decision. You decided to move on to new love with the Ace of Cups. And that was the Judgment here. This is what the Judgment card is about. You made a judgment call to end the past connection, to move away towards this new love opportunity. And the Six of Pentacles is, again, highlighting the need for balance. I really feel that that's something that was likely lacking in your past relationship. It may have been a very unbalanced situation, and that may be why you were feeling so unfulfilled and just feeling such a desire to leave that. You were feeling trapped and needing to leave that. So in this current energy, we also had the Moon card showing up once again. So again, this is Pisces or Cancer energy. And that's clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups. So again, the Moon card is a card about things being kept in the dark, things being hidden. It's about the subconscious and intuition as well. But I really feel that this is, you know, showing what's actually, honestly, I feel that this is your other person, and how they're feeling now that you've left them. I think it's actually been really difficult on them. The Five of Cups is a card of deep heartache. This is somebody who's going through a very emotionally draining time, somebody who's experiencing a lot of loss and heartache with the Five of Cups here. And the Seven of Wands is a card that talks about being defensive and standing your ground and defending your position. So I think this is your energy, Aries. Clarifying the moon, though, I just feel that this person, I think it was really hard on them. I think that's what they're kind of having the issue with right now, is the fact that I feel they're coming to you telling you, why did you keep this in the dark? Why didn't you communicate this with me? I feel that the remorse, or the, not remorse, but I feel that their pain is mostly coming from that. And you, I feel, are defending your position for, whatever reason you decided to not communicate this, I guess, to their expectations. And this is all happening here in this current energy. So moving into the future, we have the energy does start to get better in the future, so that's really good. We had the Six of Wands come up, which is a beautiful positive energy. This is a card of victory and success and things being out, for public view and kind of out in the world. It's very, I get the feeling, though, that this is your new relationship. Yeah, I feel that you've moved on to this new connection. And I have to say, though, as I clarify these other cards, I was looking at them when I was clarifying them. Although you've moved on to someone else, you left a past connection, I don't feel that the person that you've moved on to is new. I feel that you moved on to someone that you had already been with in the past. It may not have been in a long-term or committed relationship, but I do feel that this is someone that you had at least dated at some point before, because I see the Three of Cups card came out as well, and the most likely outcome, which, this can be a card that's about celebration with friends and going out and having a good time, but definitely in this spread, this is talking about reunion and reconciliation. I can't see it any other way. And I was thinking about it, looking through the cards. I'm like, is this getting back to the person that you had all this turmoil with in this spread? I can't see that. I really don't think that's the scenario. I mean, for some of you it may be, but that would be such a drastic shift. I don't see that at all on this spread. I really think that you are getting together with someone else from your past. So here we have you coming into the near future, and you are feeling on top of the world. You're feeling very victorious. You've likely now completely cut ties with your past relationship and moved on to this new relationship. It's very possibly becoming something that you're, showing more, possibly even online, or not to say that you're doing that on purpose, but the Six of Wands does talk about, things that are being publicly recognized. And then we had the Eight of Cups coming up. So this is leaving an emotionally unfulfilling situation behind in the past. So Yeah, I love this depiction of the Eight of Cups. This deck, I feel, actually has the most beautiful depiction of the Eight of Cups. So this is you leaving the past behind and moving on victoriously in your new relationship. And you are, with the Eight of Pentacles here, you know, you're ready to put the work necessary into this new commitment so that you can, you know, continue to be victorious in this new relationship or this reunion that you're having with this other person. But it does create a tower moment for the person in your past, you know. You know, I feel that this tower coming up in the future is just, it's highlighting what happened here just previously that left your person here in this Five of Cups energy where they're feeling very distraught at the moment. Possibly even, you know, very likely feeling somewhat betrayed by you, because again, they're feeling that you kept a lot in the dark, in the secret. Aries, if it wasn't you and it was a cross-watcher, then, you know, this could be you feeling betrayed, and feeling now, you know, that you've been hit by this shocking revelation that your person has moved on and left you for someone else. But again, with this future energy coming up, you're feeling, you know, definitely like you made the right decision. You feel that you chose the person who is destined for you, the person that you were meant to have to build your legacy with, you know, to share your lifetime with. And I have to say, I feel, I don't know whether you went about it the right way or the wrong way. Again, I'm not here to judge, but you definitely made the right decision, because we have the Ten of Pentacles coming up here with the Ace of Swords, which can often be another card of victory. But it's a card about having clarity. Clarity in the decision that you've made. This is a card of truth, you know? So you made this choice, and as you're moving into the future, it's only becoming more and more clear to you that that was the right decision for your future, because this is a person that you're going to have, you know, a very beautiful, prosperous future with here. You're going to have a lot of abundance. There's going to be a lot of love and everything that you've ever imagined that you want to create and build, you know, however you envision building your little world for two, you know, your little heaven on earth, however you want to think of it, you're going to be able to do that with this person. You know, this is a person that you're going to have that ability to have and build anything that you want with. And with the Princess of Pentacles clarifying that, the Page of Pentacles, I feel that that is just, I don't know, it's funny, I just got this really quick, I don't know what you want to call it, I guess like a message from the universe, if you will. Something told me that this is a child, that you may be having children with this person. The pages can often represent children, so you may already have a child with this person. If you don't, you know, as you can see here, this woman is pregnant in the image. But I feel that that's what this is talking about intuitively. I really do. I think that whoever this is resonating for, I mean, that part may not resonate, but somebody here is going to have the whole package, including children, with this person. Let's see, we also have in the future energy, we have the Three of Cups, which I already mentioned. This is a card, in this scenario, it's talking about reconciliation with this person from your past. I don't know, you know, how distant that was. This may be somebody that's, you know, you dated 10, 15 years ago. It could be somebody that you dated 2 years ago. It really, doesn't show here, but that was clarified by the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So the Hierophant is a card that is about spiritual connections. It's about tradition, commitment. It can be about higher learning as well. In this scenario, I definitely believe it's speaking to the fact that you are going to be moving into a committed relationship, most likely marriage with this person that you're moving on to in the future. And there's going to be a lot of fast movement. You know, everything here that's happening, I can just feel the energy is a very rapid movement. This all happened very quickly, at least moving on from the current energy into the future. This part in the past may have been drawn out over a much, greater length of time, but from the present energy moving into the future, there's going to be a lot of rapid sequence of events taking place here, a lot of communication. And someone's waiting here too. With the Three of Wands, this is waiting for something that you feel confident in, that you know is going to arrive. They refer to it as you're waiting for your ships to come in, because this is something that you've already somewhat have in the bag. You've already invested in this. You feel fairly confident that this is on the way. So this could be either you, Aries, or this could be the person that you're moving on to that is waiting for this reunion with you. And this could be the two of you. This is kind of like between the Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands. And this is the two of you planning, how this is all going to take place. You two may actually be at a distance, looking at this closer. This person that you're reuniting with, I feel that you may be at a fairly significant distance from this person geographically. And I see you two communicating back and forth and planning here with the Three of Wands, what it is, it's a very kind of exciting energy, really. This is all positive now. You're very excited about what's going to take place and what you're going to do together, what you're going to build in your together in your future. What was kind of strange though and out of place, because everything's really beautiful and positive in this future energy, but we have the Ten of Swords coming up, which is a card of really intense, profound pain and betrayal. So with this coming up in the future energy, this I feel can be one or two things. I feel like this is either this is being communicated, or this is just talking about the fact of, the person that you left and how they're feeling. There may be some communication going on about that. But more than anything, I feel that this person that you're reconciling with, I feel that you may have had a very painful ending with them whenever that took place. And I think that that's part of the communication that's going on here. You're talking about moving past that pain and betrayal, whatever happened between the two of you before. And it's all positive though. It's all, looking onward and upward towards the future. And you really have a gorgeous potential, that lies before for the two of you, with this Ten of Pentacles though, and the Six of Wands. So this is a really wild story that ended up on a beautiful note. So I'm glad that it had a happy ending for you, Aries. We're going to go ahead though and get one more message here before we wrap this reading up. We're going to pull an oracle card from the Moonology deck and see what else the universe has to say about this connection of yours. Let me get one card here from the Moonology deck, please. One more message for Aries. What can we tell Aries about this new connection that they're in? Let me get one more love message for Aries. Alright, so your card says it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So I feel that that's just the same message that you got here with the Temperance card. The universe is telling you, you've been through a lot with this past relationship that you were involved in. We didn't get to see, what really went wrong with that in this spread, but whatever it was, I feel it was really draining on you, and there was obviously a lot of negativity, possibly toxicity involved, so the universe is calling for you to take some time to just heal with this Temperance card, find your balance, which it really looks like you're doing that already. You've gone for your balance. You very much look like you're well on your way to releasing anything negative and reaching a very beautiful, successful outcome and destiny here with this new relationship. So those are all the messages that I have for you in this reading. I hope that they'll be useful for you. And for more information, please check out the description below and stay tuned for details about my personal readings. Until next time, thank you so much for your support.